Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video I am doing a quick pattern review to the shorts that I just created using the rest of the fabric that was part of UFO that I cut out last year. All right, so before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into this pattern review. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with the pattern description. But first, let me tell you the pattern that I used. Wouldn't that be adequate to tell you the pattern that I used? So the pattern that I use is McCall 6843, which is this pattern right here. But McCall's reissued this pattern in 2020 to McCall's 8057. So you can use this one. If you do not have this one, which you probably do not because this came out in winter holiday 2013. So it was reissued 7 years later to this pattern, which is McCall's 8057. So you can still find this one on the Something Delightful website, as well as at the Joann store or in the pattern drawer, okay? So either one of them, it's the same pattern. Now for the pattern description, this is Mrs. Shorts with slim tapered fitting along the hip area. And it also has pockets. Now this pattern is only 3 pattern pieces. You have your front, your back, and your pockets, okay? So it comes together very, very easily. Now this is was part of the UFOs that I wanted to sew down, which is why I pulled the shorts out, because I cut them out back in October during breast cancer awareness, because I did a sew along for the jacket that I wore, which is New Look 6035, which I will also go ahead and link to it on the end screen, so you can see that if you would like to see that, as well as the breast cancer awareness video, which is the pattern review for the jacket. All right, but that is the pattern description for this pattern. Let's go ahead and talk about skill level. So the skill level for this pattern is, it's not rated at all, but it is super easy. This is beginner friendly. It's easy to sew, front, back, pockets, and actually you will need elastic. So for this pattern, it calls for 3/8 inch elastic, but that's all you pretty much need. Now the sides that I cut, so this pattern comes in extra small to medium, and then the second envelope is large to extra large, okay? So for me, I believe the pattern that I cut does not say small, medium, large. I'm gonna look at that and tell. But before I get into that, let's go ahead and talk about notions used. So the notions used for this pattern is just elastic. I used 3/8 of an inch elastic. Now instead of making 3 rows, I only did 2 rows because I felt like 3 rows was a lot of elastic and I didn't want to use that much. So I just used 2 rows of elastic and was done with it. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about fabric use. So the fabric used for this pattern was 100% Ankara print that was left over from my stash. Now actually this jacket is 2 different prints. So it is an arrowfish scale print in like a purple-ish pink that I used for the inside. So I used that for the shorts. And then this print right here was a separate print, and I ran out of this print for the jacket, so I just had the fish scale that I used for the sleeves back in October. And what I did was, you guys know I'm no fabric left behind, so I went ahead and cut shorts. However, I did not sew it up back in October. So while I was going through and I actually wore this jacket over the weekend, I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and sew up those shorts, because that is an easy, quick and easy sew. 1 hour and I'm good to go. So I went ahead, sewed up the shorts, and then I was like, you know what? Photo shoot time. Yes. So I went ahead and went outside, took my photos, and it was magical. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the pattern pieces, which I already talked about. It's 3 pattern pieces, front, back, and pockets, no waistbands, none of that whatsoever. Pattern sizing I already talked about. You have extra small to medium and then large to extra large. Now the size that I cut was actually the large, okay? I did do a slight modification and I just basically sized it up to have a hip measurement of a 46. So basically when I cut this pattern out, apparently I already sized it up to a 46. I don't know how that happened, simply because it fits like a glove, okay? So I don't know what I did, but I did measure it to make sure that it was going to fit before I even started sewing. So I sized the hips up to a 46 and it was already extended to make sure that the shorts, the extension was 3 inches. So I made sure that they're not coochie cutters, or if you don't know what coochie cutters is, short shorts, okay, or Daisy Dukes. So I did extend it 3 inches to make sure that it would fit my behind, okay? All right, so I told you about the size that I cut. We talked about modifications. Let's talk about, did it look like the photos or the drawing on the pattern envelope? Yes, it absolutely does. I tried to pair it with just the top that I'm wearing, which is a pink top. You guys may ask me, did I make the top? No, I did not. I have it in so many different colors. I have it in this pink. You guys have seen it before, this top before, in a yellow, which I wore during my birthday suit or whatever. And then I have it in like a light blue, like a periwinkle blue, I think, something like that. And then a green, a bright lime green. I picked this top up from Gordman's in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, when I was stationed there. This was like way back in 2004, maybe 2005. So I've been having this top for a very long time and it still fits me, okay? But I just been having them that long, so it just pairs, you know, very well with different items. All right, let's talk about, are the instructions easy to follow? So to be honest, I didn't follow the instructions because I have sewn this pattern before, which I will go ahead and put a picture up. I did this when I did the top series, the Bardo top and the shorts. I did it in the blue. It was like a blue macaroni swirl Ankara print, and I felt like, let me put it out again. So that's why I cut up the pants. I am another item down for the UFOs, okay? All right, let's talk about likes and dislikes. There's no dislikes whatsoever, all love. I love this pattern simply because it's easy, quick to sew, okay? I mean, it's easy. If you have sewn shorts, you could do these shorts with no issues. The only issue you may have if you're a true beginner is the elastic casing, because what I did was that top fold line, I believe it's 2 inches from the top. I just folded in 2 inches and then I stitched twice. So the first stitching I did at 1 inch, and then the second stitching at a 1/2 inch, and then just thread your elastic through. But other than that, no, there's no dislikes. First time experiences, I do not have any first time experiences whatsoever. I did not learn anything new from this pattern. Like I said, I have done it before. Would I sew it again? Absolutely. Like, if you are short on time and you want to hurry up and sew these for a vacation or whatever, come on with it. An hour and you are good to go. Would I recommend this pattern to others? Absolutely. Easy to sew? Yes, definitely. Yes, 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 yes. I would recommend this to others. And my pattern rating, a 5 out of 5, because this is a good pattern that you would definitely want to sew up. Well, you guys, that's it for the pattern review. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you sew this pattern, please do not forget to tag me on Instagram at Rochelle.Handmade.Designs. I would love to see what you do with this pattern, whether it be McCall 6843 or McCall's 8057. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So I'll catch you in the next video. And as always, keep sewing. And one last thing, you could always watch the sew along for this jacket that I have on, which is new look 6035, which I will go ahead and put on the end screen. So until next time, keep sewing.
It